Thomas smiled warmly and put down his tools. "This, my son, is a lesson in patience and craftsmanship. I'm making a wooden chest, but more importantly, I'm crafting our family's future." Okay, welcome to B2G, where stories come to reality. In a small town nestled between rolling hills and lush greenery, there lived a man named Thomas. Thomas was a hard-working father who ran a modest carpentry business. His son, Michael, was an inquisitive and bright young boy of 10, eager to learn about the world around him. One crisp autumn afternoon, as the leaves danced in the gentle breeze, Thomas sat in his workshop, carving intricate designs into a piece of oak. Michael peeked inside, his eyes wide with curiosity. "What are you making, Dad?" he asked, stepping closer. Thomas smiled warmly and put down his tools. "This, my son, is a lesson in patience and craftsmanship. I'm making a wooden chest, but more importantly, I'm crafting our family's future." Intrigued, Michael settled beside his father. "How can making a chest help our future?" "Come, let me show you," Thomas said, wiping his hands on a rag. He led Michael to a shelf where several jars stood, each labeled with different words: savings, investments, expenses, and goals. "These jars represent our finances," Thomas explained. "Every coin we earn gets divided among them. But it's not just about putting money in, it's about understanding the purpose behind it." Michael nodded, his interest piqued. "Can I help you understand, Dad?" With a grin, Thomas handed Michael a handful of coins. "Let's start with this. How would you divide these among the jars?" Michael furrowed his brow, studying the labels. Maybe some for savings, some for goals, like my new bike, and some for expenses like food." "Great start," Thomas praised. "But what about investments? That's where money works for us, grows over time." Thomas began teaching Michael the basics of finance, how savings were like seeds planted for the future, investments were like nurturing those seeds, and expenses were the necessities that kept their lives running smoothly. Each day, after school, they'd spend time discussing finances, budgets, and the value of money. As the seasons changed, so did Michael's understanding. He learned to differentiate between wants and needs, realizing the importance of delayed gratification and long-term planning. Thomas took him along to client meetings, showing him the business side of carpentry and the significance of delivering quality work. Years passed, and Michael blossomed into a responsible young man. Armed with the wisdom his father imparted, he pursued higher education, majoring in finance. He interned at investment firms during summers, applying the principles he'd learned from Thomas. One summer evening, Thomas and Michael sat on their porch, sipping lemonade. Michael pulled out a sleek folder and handed it to his father. "Dad, I've been offered a position at a renowned investment firm." Thomas beamed with pride, his eyes shimmering. "You've worked hard for this, son. I'm so proud of you." "But Dad," Michael continued, "this isn't just about me. It's about us, about the lessons you taught me." He opened the folder, revealing documents and a check. "I've managed to grow our investments significantly over the years. This is for you, for everything you've done." Thomas was speechless as he looked at the check. It was a substantial amount, a testament to Michael's dedication and the values they both held dear. Tears welled up in Thomas's eyes as he embraced his son tightly. "Dad, I want to continue what you've taught me," Michael said earnestly. "I want to grow our family's legacy, just like you did." Thomas nodded, overcome with emotion. "You've already made me prouder than I could have imagined, Michael. And remember, it's not about the money itself. It's about what we do with it, how we use it to build a better future for ourselves and those around us." From that day forward, father and son continued their financial journey together, not just as family, but as partners in building a future grounded in wisdom, hard work, and the invaluable lessons learned along the way.